everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this YouTube channel, we cover mathematics grade 8, 9, and 10. Please do subscribe to this YouTube channel as we upload videos at least 3 times daily. So in today's video, we're going to be covering all the exponents rules, right? From rule number 1 till rule number 8, right? Okay. 1 to 8. So what do you understand by exponents? So basically with exponents, what do we have? We usually have a base. This is our base. And then whatever that's on top of the base will be our power, right? Good. So you need to understand that when dealing with exponents has its own rules. Just like with anything at home, you have your rules. At school, you have your rules. So also with solving exponents, we have rules. So our rule number 1 is when we are multiplying bases, right? So especially when it's the same basis. So what does this rule tell us? It tells us that if we have the same basis, rule 1 says that if we have the same basis, we add the exponents. So this is an illustration for rule number 1. If we have maybe, let's say, b 4 times b 3, right? So basically multiplying the same basis, we add the exponents, right? Okay, so if it's b to the power of 4 times b to the power of 3, it's going to become b4 plus 3, because remember what do? We add the exponents when we are multiplying same basis, we add the exponents. So our answer will have to become b to the power of 7. Perfect. Did you guys get it correct? Perfect. Okay, now we are moving on to rule number 2. Rule number 2 is when we are subtracting. Rule number 2 is when we are subtracting same bases, right? When we are dividing same bases, what do? We subtract the exponents. We subtract the exponents. Perfect. Okay, so let's use our b still. So for example, in this case, let's say we have b10 divided by b3. So what do we see here? They have the same basis, so meaning we are just gonna subtract the exponents. So it's gonna be b10 minus 3, which is gonna be giving us b7. Good. Did you guys get that one correct? Okay, so our rule number 3 is basically the power rule, right? This is our rule number 3, and we call it the power rule. So our rule number 3 is the power rule. So what does rule number 3 tell us? If we have a base, let's use b again. If we have a base and an exponent inside the bracket, so if we have a base and an exponent inside the bracket and another exponent outside the bracket, what happens? We have to multiply the two exponents. So it will become b3 times 4, which is going to give us b to the power of 12. Don't confuse the two. Remember, if it's the exponent inside and the one outside, we multiply. But if it's the same basis, we add. So in this case, it's the exponent inside the bracket and outside the bracket, meaning we're going to multiply. And it's going to give us b12, right? Perfect. Okay. And then now we are going to our rule number 4. Rule 4. Right? So our rule number 4 tells us that if we have AB to the power of m, what do? So if we have bases inside the bracket, we have to multiply by the exponent outside. So we're going to multiply both by the exponents outside, right? So if it's AB to the power of m, it's going to become A to the power of m and B to the power of m. Let's use numbers. If we have A, B to the power of 6, means it's going to become A to the power of 6 and B to the power of 6. Do you get that? And if we have, let's say, 20A to the power of 2, what do? So this 2 will go to the 20 and then this will also go to the A. So it will become, what is 20 to the power of 2? It's 400. A to the power of 2 will be A squared. Do you guys understand? Perfect. Okay, now we are moving on to rule number 5. What is rule number 5, guys? Take a guess before we move on to rule number 5. Good. Rule 5 is when we have fractions inside a bracket and then exponent outside the bracket, what do? We have to, what do, guys? So we're going to carry that exponent in each and every base that's inside the bracket. So it's going to be A to the power of m over B to the power of m. Okay, let's use numbers. So meaning if we have 20 over 10 to the power of 2, what's going to happen? We're going to take the 2 here, which is going to be 20 squared over 10 squared, which is going to give us 400 over 100. Very good. Very, very good. And then for our next one, what's going to happen? For our rule number 6, what do you guys understand by rule number 6? Good. So our rule number 6 is that any number to the power of 0 is 1. It means any number, basically any number. If it's 20 to the power of 0, it doesn't matter how big the number is, it is 1. If we have z to the power of 0, it's just going to be 1. If we have 1000 to the power of 0, for as long as it's to the power of 0, the answer is just going to be 1. Do you guys understand? Okay, perfect. And then now we are moving on to our rule number 7. What's our rule number 7? Rule number 7 is the negative exponents. Right? Okay, so what does negative exponents tell us? It tells us that any number, so if we have, so if we have a to the power of negative m, we have to take everything here under the line. So if we don't have anything on top, we're just going to put the 1 over a to the power of m. The m will become a positive when we take it under. That is why we take it under the line, so that we change the exponent to the positive. So meaning if we have something like 10 b to the power of minus 4, what are we going to do with this one? Remember, now we have a 10, so we don't have to put the 1, so we'll just put the 10 over b to the power of 4. Do you get it? Meaning now our answer will be 10 over b to the power of 4. Do you guys get it? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, let me give you guys a question. So what will you do if you have 30 c to the power of minus 1 d to the power of minus 2? I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds so that you can try working that one out. Good. So meaning it's gonna be what? Good. It's gonna become 30 over C1 D1. Remember, the moment we take them under, they become a positive. Good. Very good. And then our rule number 8. What does rule 8 tell us? If we have a to the power of m over n, we always have to put it as n square root a to the power of m. So it goes vice versa. If you have something like this, and maybe let's say here it was a 4, and then here it's a 2, means that your answer will be a to the power of 4 over 2, which is going to be a to the power of 2. Do you get that? Perfect. And then here, if we have, let's say, 3, 10 over 2, how are we going to write it if they want us to write it in an exponential form? Good. We're going to come and say 3, 10, and then 8, 2. Good. Do you guys understand this? So basically, those are all our 8 rules of exponents. If you guys have any questions, please do let me know down on the comment section. I will be replying to your guys' comments. And I will see you guys in my next video. The next upload, I will definitely be doing more exam type of questions on exponents with you guys. And yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Please do subscribe and like this video. Don't forget to share and comment. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.